Hi guys, welcome to a brand new episode of PSLE Maths Secrets Revealed. So today I've prepared for everyone a heavyweight question, and this is paper 2, question 17, and I'll call this a PSLE type of question. So this question is actually modified from an actual PSLE question that is not too long ago, and the child or the student has only about 5 minutes to solve this. It's great that this appeared in paper 2. This means that calculators are allowed. So if you want to know how to solve this question, please stay with me all the way till the end, and I will reveal the answer to you. But for now, let's dive straight into it. Kim wanted to make 15 large identical bowls and 10 small identical bowls using ribbons. So I will actually do my basic annotation. And it is said that 4 large and 8 small were made using 280 cm of ribbon. And the most crucial statement that appeared in the question is the length of ribbon used for 3 large is the same as the one for 4 small bowls. Let me repeat this again. The length of ribbon used for 3 large is the same as the amount used for 4 small ribbons. So this question is divided into 2 parts, and part A states what was the length of ribbon used for 1 small bowl, and part B would be the length of ribbon she needed to make the remaining bowls. Alright, so how can we solve this? The most important part about this whole question is that we have to list down what is actually the goal, okay, the goal of the question, the goal of what they want from us, and also what does Kim, the character in the question, wants to do. So the goal for Kim is to make 15 large, and 10 small. So you realize that I'm actually using symbols. Okay, I'm not actually writing out and spelling out large and small. I'm actually using symbols, and that's for me to save time. And they actually said that 4 large and 8 small were made using 280 cm of ribbon. So I'll write it down. 4 large plus 8 small happens to be 280. Okay, so I'll leave out the centimeters because it's understood from my equation that we are referring to centimeters, and there isn't a real need to write down. So another thing that is so important for us to solve this question is that 3 large happens to be the same as 4 small. So 3 large would be the same as 4 small. There are many students, many children, when they are faced with this question, they do not know how to begin. So no worries, when I'm writing down this question itself, when I'm actually doing all this listing, the focus of our problem solving would be either to change all the bowls into large or to change all the bowls into small. And the clue for us doing so, right, has got to do with the 4 large, 8 small, and also the part about 3 large being the same as 4 small. So I realized that right now, if I'm actually zooming into the question itself, I see a 8 small, I see a 4 small, which I have circled in black. I would want to change the 4 small into 8 small. Okay, let me repeat this again. I would want to change the 4 small into 8 small because it is really just one step. Okay, just one step. So I'll multiply the 4 small by 2 on the right side, and I'll do likewise on the left side. And in doing so, I'll actually have my 6 large. 6 large being the same as 8 small. 6 large being the same as 8 small, and at this juncture I can actually replace my 8 small with 6 large. So what I usually tell my students is that if I have large and small in one equation, this is considered as two unknowns. So it's very difficult to solve. It's almost impossible for me to solve the question if I have two unknowns, meaning large and small. Our goal must always be to change everything to large or everything to small. So like in this case, after I have found that 6 large is the same as 8 small, I would love to replace the 8 small with 6 large. So let me write it down for everyone. So 4 large plus 6 large happens to be 280. And in writing this down, I realized that 10 large would be the same as 280. And naturally, I will need to find 1 large. So 1 large will simply be 280 divided by 10, which leads us to 28. Unfortunately, the answer is not 28 because they are not looking for 1 large. They are looking for 1 small. But since I already found 1 large, I can proceed further to find 3 large. Because earlier in the question it is said that the length of ribbon she used for 3 large would be the same as the one for 4 small bows. So let me just write it down. If 1 large is 28, 3 large, what will it be? It will be 28 multiplied by 3. Okay? So as much as we are tempted to use our mental sum, please do not do that. Just use the calculator, okay, to avoid any mistakes that can arise from mental sum. So 3 large happens to be 84, and earlier on it said that 3 large is the same as 4 small. So now I will change it to 4 small being the same as 84. Okay, 4 small being the same as 84, and I'm just one step away from finding 1 small, which is 84 divided by 4, and this leads us to 21. Okay, 21. So 84 divided by 4 will be the same as 21, and therefore my part A of my answer will be 21 centimeters, cm. So please remember to put down the standard units. If not, marks will be deducted away. Alright, so part A settled. Part B, what was the length of ribbon she needed to make the remaining bows? So let us zoom back into our goal. It said that Kim wanted to make 15 large and 10 small. And she had already made 4 large and 8 small. 4 large and 8 small. So I will depend on that to find out what's the remaining. So we will deal with the large first. So the remaining large will be 15 minus away 4 to give us 11. Okay, 15 minus 4 to give us 11. Since 1 large is 28, 11 large has got to be 28 multiplied by 11. Okay, so same thing, do not mental sums, do not use mental sum, just work it out using the calculator. 28 times 11 will be 308. Next thing, Kim, her goal is to make 10 small, and she had already made 8 small. Okay, she wants to make 10 small, she had already made 8 small. This means that she's left with just 2 small bows. Okay, 2 small bows. So earlier on, I know that 1 small is 21. So in this case, 2 small bows, it has got to be 21 multiplied by 2. And that will give us 42. Okay, so 21 for 1 small, she needs to make 2 small. 21 times 2, 21 multiplied by 2 will be 42. And the very last step for so-called the remaining bows, okay, the remaining bows will simply be our 11 large we have to add the 2 small, and this will be 308 centimeters. We add 42 centimeters, and finally the answer will be 308 plus 42, which is none other than 350. 350. Okay, let me just write it properly for everyone. 350. And there isn't a need for us to change this into meters. So for part B, you are okay to leave your answer in centimeters. And this is really good enough. Alright, this is really good enough. So we have come to the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed this video, or you've got anything out of it whatsoever, please hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. And feel free to tell us where you guys are tuning from by hitting up the comments button. And finally, if you are new to this channel and you haven't already, please hit the subscribe, hit the notifications button. There's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we are committed to making weekly videos to hold you accountable and to make this your best year in mathematics. But for now, this is Teacher Ray signing off. Bye bye.